It is a full day at the Desert Diesel Nationals. We've got a championship day, round number 1. It's going to be a tremendous day. Parking lot's full. Show and shine is off the hook. Tremendous car count. Lots of racers with world records, ET records, mile per hour records, world champions from a year ago. Today is the day to find out who gets a leg up in 24.
That's it. We have record-setting crowds right now. We have record-setting number of semi-trucks in the show and shine. Let's go set some records on the track.
It is Championship Saturday. Who's going to be right here at the end of today? Two rounds of qualifying on Friday night, 3 rounds of qualifying on Saturday morning into the early afternoon, and then in a whole bunch of elimination rounds in the Sportsman class. What a tremendous day of racing. And now, it comes down to 2.
And they know each other. We got Lane Wright out of Texas, Robin Ridgway, our 2023 world champion and points champion. This is going to be an awesome final. Sportsman class coming up next.
Robin Ridgway and Tony will be in the left lane, sponsored by Strictly Diesel. Lane Wright is in the right lane, sponsored by KC Turbo. Jet cars, jet cars, jet cars. We got to have you in the lanes. Lane Wright, dial is 765. He will leave considerably later than does Robin Ridgway and Tony, the 2001 one-ton log truck Ford from Lafayette, Indiana. Lubbock, Texas, and Lane Wright trying to keep those Texas boys proud. He's in. Tony's in. We're going racing. The consistency that she showed in 23, will it pay off in 24? At the stripe, win light, boom, diggity. Your world champion from a year ago gets the opening round win of the Desert Diesel Nationals. Congratulations, Robin Ridgway and Tony the Log Truck. Winners in Sportsman. Your 2023 world champion. Your 2024 Desert Diesel National Sportsman class winner, Robin Ridgway. You and Tony, once again, class act, always showing the consistency that pays off. However, there were more red lights this weekend in qualifying than ever before.
Yeah, that was a little bit an uncomfortable place to be, shall we say. I told myself I better get my act together or this is going to be a really short race.
And it's a long ways to come. You and Tony drove all the way out from Lafayette, which is where Purdue University is in West Lafayette. You drove out, you thought, you know what, let's get a pre-race checkup. Let's take it to the shop. Let's get the oil changed. Whilst doing that, you found something else that could have made a very tough weekend for you, but the great guys got it fixed.
Absolutely. Strictly Diesel, I just can't thank them enough. You know, Nate Brecken built the engine in my truck, and then they did the pre-race check on Thursday, and I was like, hey, just sign me up for an oil change. And he's like, well, you're going to get an oil change and a side of a water pump. I'm like, what? And he just found that it was leaking. And so they're so wonderful, absolutely fantastic people, and have built me a truck that's just, you know, as long as I don't get in the way, it's a winner.
Well, and Tony isn't just a racer. Tony's a worker. And what I like about the fact I follow you on social media, you are a wonderful social media follow. One of the things I find interesting is everything from children to animals to work implements to tools, everything has a name. So how did Tony end up as Tony?
That's a very good question. So I found Tony was on the auction row at my local dealership. He was heading for the auction, and had been in construction. And I'm from upstate New York, and a lot of the people that work in construction are Italian. And since he was a one-ton, my daughter named him Tony. And so he has a giant dent down the side, too. That's how I got him for kind of a deal. I was like, I'll take the truck with a dent. And she called it a scrumple. And so his full name is Tony Scrumpolini.
Tony Scrumpolini. The lady's an absolute class act, a fantastic social media follow. She is the 2024 Desert Diesel National winner in Sportsman class, and she's going to defend that world championship that she set a year ago. Get on in here, collect the prize. She's your Sportsman class winner, Robin Ridgway.
All right, our next category leading into the finals, we got big rig bracket. We had Texas trucks, we had Missouri trucks, we had California trucks. But in the finals, it's going to be
Caleb Eilers and Ricky Fenwick, two guys that we've seen match up against one another over the years. Caleb seems to have the advantage, but Fenwick, broken transmission earlier today. How does it work out?
Boy, you can never count pudding out. Let's see who wins this one.
Big rig bracket. Ricky Fenwick from Cotton Shoe, Texas, taking on Caleb Eilers from Odessa, Texas. These guys have matched up and faced off many, many times. The rough and ready ride of Fenwick taking on Greeny. Greeny goes 18 on the dial, 1650 for Fenwick. Eilers trying to power his way through. Remember, Fenwick, Predden's got a hurt tranny. Topside, racetrack, wind light, double breakout, lesser of the two evils. It'll be Rick Fenwick. Sometimes you got to be lucky, sometimes you got to be good, and Fenwick was just a little bit of both. So the 97 Pete gets the win light for Rick Fenwick. Rick Fenwick, he's a winner of our Big Rig Bracket class. You were double classing today. Sportsman, Big Rig Bracket. Something happened to the transmission on the rough and tumble ride.
It did. Fifth gear broke a spacer washer, so fifth gear is walking. It won't stay into fifth at this point. So I went ahead, bowed out of that, and just concentrated on big rigs.
I noticed, actually, you were going down. You've always been so smooth. I've always spoke about that when you're going down track, how you're able to get through the gears cleanly, and then all of a sudden, that second and third qualifying pass, I was like, well, that isn't right. And then word got back to me that you had broke stuff. So does that affect you? Because that's a work truck. That's just not a toy. That's not a weekend runner. That's a work truck, and you're a long ways from home.
Yes, sir. You get it done. You know, if this is what you do, I build the whole truck, so I know what's going on with it usually. And so you do what you got to do. But this, I can drive around it mostly, and it'll be all right. So
drive around as you did today to get the W. And I know that there's some kids at home that you kind of got your want to go into the trucking industry when you were, between 5 and 8 year olds, somewhere in there. And you've got some wee ones running around your property right now that are getting up in those old trucks going, I'm going to do this too.
Yeah, I've got a couple years ago, I got to bring the truck home. That started it for me at 5, and I took my son around the block in it at 5 years old on my lap like my uncle did me. And so he's out there playing in it. We'll see if he takes to it or not, but he likes playing in it and revving it up now anyway. So we got that much. We'll see what's going on, what he decides to do of his own.
So we're out of cut and shoot. We're headed to Lufkin. You be there?
I plan on it. It's 2 hours from the house, so God forbid some major catastrophe, I'll be there.
Congratulations. He is the Desert Diesel National winner, the rough and ready of Rick Fenwick out of Cut and Shoot, Texas. He is our Big Rig Bracket class winner.
Next is moving in the 670 category. We have Chaz Leitner against Cody Massey. 670 has been brutal all day long. Less than 3 thousandths off of these guys' times in the last round. Let's see who takes the 670 championship.
The Turbo Auto Diesel Company Incorporated ride, sponsored by TSD. Chaz Leitner gets Cody Moss. 95 Ram. The 93 Mustang. The Ram off the line, but here comes the little Mustang. Chaz Leitner, is it going to be enough in the 670 class? And he will win it. Cody Moss will win. 670 class winner, Cody Moss. Am I saying that right?
Yep, Cody Masse, actually.
Masse, I apologize. I butchered it all day. I've got a choice when I run into a name that I think I know. I just got to stay with it because otherwise I end up trying 7 or 8 different things and it makes it worse. So, Masse, congratulations. And look at this, future racer right there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he loves coming here and watch it. It's my second year doing it at the NHRDA. And last year here I got 3rd. This year made it happen, got 1st, and it's awesome.
It's a competitive class. That 670 class is competitive. And when you get spooled up on the line, what's the launch like? Because in the Sportsman, maybe in the big rigs, they don't launch quite the way that 670 class and up in the Pro Show does.
It's not too bad. It gets a little blurry when you hit the nitrous button, but I mean, you just hold on and let it rip pretty much.
How many pounds you run in a pass?
Nitrous, or I run about 80 pounds of boost, but I just hold the button down on the nitrous and hope for the best. Hope it's a full bottle.
Let her all burn up. How about sponsors, family, friends that make it happen for you?
I'd like to thank my friends, my buddies, always willing to help out with my truck. We don't have any shop or anything. We just do it on the side. It's just our hobby, and always willing to help out. My girlfriend here, she's always coming to support me, and yeah, I'd like to thank my friends and her.
The hobby paid off into a Desert Diesel National win for Cody Massey. 670 index class winner.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners for your diesel engine. From main studs to rod bolts to head studs, ARP outperforms and outlasts factory hardware. When failure is not an option, it's ARP-bolts.com.
Lane Wright in his second final of the day. He already came up short in the Sportsman class. Now in Super Diesel, he gets his shot against Robbie Bowermaster. The two Texas boys fight it out. Who wins? Lane Wright left, Bowermaster right. BD Diesel sponsored Robbie Bowermaster out of Abilene. Lane Wright from Lubbock. Chevy GMC broke out, did Lane Wright. Robbie Bowermaster. So RB from Abilene back at it full time after just hitting the last round a year ago. Gets the inaugural win here at the Desert Diesel Nationals. Robbie Bowermaster joined me here in the winner's circle. The announcer's jinx is real. Dude, I've been doing this for 30 years in a lot of different forms of motorsports. I know that it's real. And today I did it to you. I felt it. I felt it when I was talking about it up there in the booth. I was like, you know, I might have just burned that guy. And then after you did red light, you came in the booth and you're like, dude, what did you do to me and why?
Exactly. Just had to come back red light between my dog and the other person. So I was waiting, got antsy, red lit. But came back 770, and I was determined that I was going to keep going rounds.
You know, adrenaline is real. Excitement is real. Containing those emotions is real. And I know the A-Star Diesel Performance helps you have the right thing, the right tool, the right thing underneath you to get wins. But still, it comes down to this. Well, it comes down to that thing.
Absolutely. Just like you mentioned, it does take a team to work on this after this win, because this is my first win in about the last 3.5 years. So been kind of overdue, got a little emotional in the pits, but definitely takes a team behind you. Like I said, George Lowen from A-Star Diesel Performance, BD Diesel, Mishimoto, as well as Kyle Fisher and all the guys at Hot Shot Secrets.
You know, they're making a big difference for you. Lufkin, Texas is up next. Then we're going to go into Montana, up into Canada, finish out in Texas. You're a boy from Abilene. How many of the rounds you going to hit? All or just everything but Canada?
Everything but Canada.
Don't blame you.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, he is our Super Diesel category winner, ARP Super D winner, Robbie Bowermaster.
Stemming from a passion for diesel performance, Poor Boys Diesel has been serving the Valley for over 10 years. With hard work and dedication to our customers, we have become one of Arizona's top high-performance shops, offering everything from repair maintenance, full engine builds, performance transmissions, high-performance lift kits, wheels and tires, custom wiring, and one-off fabrication. We truly are a full one-stop shop when it comes to all your truck's needs and accessories, priding ourselves with customer satisfaction and living by our motto, clean installs only.
The Poor Boy Diesel Super Street category is going to end up anticlimactic due to the fact that the competitor broke for Rick Fletis. Fletis in that wheel stand in Chevrolet, the Chevelle, is looking to go down track for his win at the Desert Diesel Nationals. So it is the guy from Galt, California, Rick Fleets. The wheel stand in 1970 Chevelle. He yarded those things up. There was daylight underneath them earlier today. Watch for it. Got the left up. Good start. Strong finish for the Chevelle. Diesel power, 119 mile an hour to 606 in his 590 class. That's pretty doggone good. Congratulations, Rick Fleets. Rick Fledis. Fledis coming out, Duramax Chevelle, the wheel standing Duramax Chevelle. Very first launch you made last night, I was like, I think that thing could be a wheel stander. Then today you proved me right. You hiked up both fronts.
That's good, yeah. We had a good time.
It is a good time. You know, you don't chase around on something like this if it's just an expense and it's a problem or a pain. You got to get the satisfaction and enjoyment out of it too, right?
Yeah, we're glad we could do that for the fans and everyone, you know, pop a wheelie every once in a while.
You know, Chevy Chevelle, I didn't really look down through the tech card. I didn't get to it actually, but I'm assuming that's a 5.9?
No, it's a 6.6 Duramax. It's a GM engine.
GM engine in the Chevelle. You're one of the few that has done something like that, because every time I see a transplant, it's always that old 5.9 coming. So the Duramax Chevelle, it's a hitter, it's a contender. You're going to chase the series?
Yep, and the plan is to go to Texas from here.
On to Texas, to the Worlds, folks, in the Lufkin first. He is the Super Street category winner, Rick Fledis in the 70 Chevelle.
All right, next up, we move into the 3K calibrations hot rod semi-class, the crowd favorite. And wouldn't you know it, we got Smoking Gun Gord Cooper against his brother from another mother, Wayne Talkington. We got national record holder against the legend. Let's see who wins.
And here comes a battle of two of the best to ever do it. This is the hot rod semi-class. Wayne Talkington for Lucas Oil entry, Smoking Gun Gord Cooper. Did not see the natural normal burnout out of Smoking Gun or the legend Wayne Talkington. These guys are now teammates. Former bitter rivals now having to play in the same sandbox, out of the same camp, under the same umbrella. Mav TV, Lucas Oil, Wayne Talkington, 63 Kenworth. He's from Kingman, Arizona. Smoking Gun, Gord Cooper coming from Rocky View, up in Canada. The Smoking Gun, 68 Kenworth. This should be a dandy. Winner gets Diesel TV time and the opportunity to look at their competitor and say, gotcha. Gord Cooper and Smoking Gun, like he popped out of a cannon. The Smoking Gun runs all the way out the back door. Wind light at 1172 of the 9 at 115 miles an hour. Well done, Gord Cooper. Didn't see him at all a year ago, and now he's in the winner's circle. Rolling into the winner's circle right now in our hot rod semi-class will be Gord Cooper, driver of the Smoking Gun. Super cool to see the Smoking Gun team out here. Hello, friend. Good to see you, man. It's always so nice to see you. I follow him on social media. I've been telling folks all day on the PA, you're a walking encyclopedia of Kenworth. You're the owner of probably one of the best museums of Kenworth. Collection. Well, you probably still use most of them, right?
Oh, of course. Of course. And, 1926 Kenworth all the way up to 1968 Kenworth that just loves the track.
And you got to win today over the legend, Wayne Talkington. And it is good. You guys are friendly competitors. Wayne, come on up here. You guys, it is nice to see that there is some competitive juices still flowing amongst you guys. A little bit, but I know I've kind of been there myself. It's almost better to beat a friend.
Yeah, it feels pretty darn good, but at least he didn't red light. Darned Oscar there, I got to teach him not to red light. I think I scared him, eh? Look at that.
Yeah, there is our world champion, Oscar. So, what's the plan for the rest of the year?
Well, Wayne and I are part of Gary Reese's racing team now. Isn't that right, Gary? and we're going to make it out to as many NHRDA events as we can.
So we're going to go down to Lufkin, and we're going to go to Acton, Montana. We're going to go up north into Canada. We'll finish out in Texas. So I know you'll be at least at the roundup in Canada. You got to represent your home country, but you'll be able to spend a little bit of time down here in the States with us.
Always enjoy being down here. Fuel is cheaper down here. Up north, they're charging us over $7 a gallon equivalent for diesel fuel, and it doesn't take that much refining. They're a little bit slow, I guess, but we're fast down here in the heat. Beats the heck out of that ice and snow that I left the other day.
Well, we're so proud to have you here. Wayne, you're 0 for 1 on the year so far. They are the Hot Rod Semi-winner, Gord Cooper and Smoking Gun.
You work hard. So does your truck. Summit Racing has the parts, tools, and accessories like toolboxes, headache racks, fender flares, wheels, tires, and more to get the job done right. But we know what they say about all work and no play. That's why you'll also find what you need to take your truck from workhorse to weekend warrior. Plus, you'll get unbeatable customer service, tech advice, and same-day shipping. Order now at summitracing.com. Everything you need for anything you drive.
Pro Modified Final. After some sketchy runs during the qualifying session, Brandon Wood, Wade Minter, it comes down to who can get into the winner's circle at the end of the day in the premier class of the NHRDA Pro Mod. Pro Modified, the battle we waited all day to see. Ford versus Chevrolet. Strictly diesel left lane, got the 95 Ford from Phoenix. Then it's the Lone Star State. Brandon Wood in the left lane. Wade Minter in the right. Maypearl, Texas is home for Minter. He's another one, just like Gord Cooper, just like Mario Minetti. You never know. You could get world records. The 63 Corvette taking on the 95 Mustang. The 63 Corvette split window, one of the iconic Corvettes. You can't say the same about the 95 Mustang. The 5.0s were like, but look at the cow, look at the work, look at their aerodynamics, look at the effort that they put into that Mustang, and it has been good. With 130 miles an hour. He has been the fastest. He's just not been the quickest out of the qualifying hits that they did put in this morning. Wade Minter went 5.024 at 118. Brandon Wood went 5.535 at 130 miles an hour. So now, nothing to do but the race. Nothing to do but 660 feet of get it. All the time, all the prep, all the energy comes down to 5 seconds. Giggity, giggity, go get 'em. Ford blew the tires, turn a catch. Ooh, and geez, look at that, blowing the dust off on that left-hand side wall. When light goes on, it will be the split window Corvette that was new in 63 for Wade Minter. Texas comes out on top, 132.62 and a 518 with a 5. Another one of those classes that is fast becoming one of the most exciting to watch. That is going to be Wade Minter in the Pro Modified category. Congratulations, Wade. It hurts me a little bit because I'm a Ford guy. I've been a Ford boy my entire life, so to see that Chevrolet beat the Ford kind of bums me out. But I can see that that really is inconsequential to you. Although your competitor got in the wall, you never want to see that.
No, you don't. It's pretty shaky sometimes out there when it shakes the tires and moves around like that. You got to be quick to get off the throttle and be smart about it. So.
The ability to pedal it, the ability to know when things are going awry, and make those adjustments. When you're going that fast, that quick, things happen just about more than what your brain can make the synopsis to overcome and correct.
Yeah, I mean, that last pass, I pedaled it 3 times and, got back in it and still done fair. It's used to running probably a good second faster than that, but.
It's impossible to gauge the track. The day is constantly changing from qualifying in the morning or qualifying last night to when we finally get to those finals at 5 o'clock in the evening. Is there anything that you guys, any kind of telemetry or any notes? How do you kind of keep up with those changes, the ambient temperature changes, the track changes between last pass and qualifying and racing?
Chris Buchheiter at TSD, he does all that. Him and Nate, they've made changes. I mean, multiple, probably 10 or 15 changes since we've been here, because we tested Thursday and then Friday and today. So they've made so many changes, and still it just shakes the tires and gets out there. So
shaking tires, is that indicative of tune? Just got too much in it?
That could be multiple things. Could be too much power, not enough power. Could be the track. Could be, there's a bunch of different things that they look through the data and they try to figure all that out, and, with help from different people and stuff like that. And mainly those guys, they do everything for me. So
when you got a good team, makes you look good, right? How about the sponsors, family, friends?
Oh, yeah. TSD for sure. I mean, they're, without them, I couldn't do it, period. S&S, that's some 2 main, I got to think. Actually, Mike Murillo helped, and his chassis guy helped Chris and them help get the thing, try to get it lined out. So they come to the shop, got to thank him. Thank Philip, Nate, all those guys that helped Chris from California Chris.
We got 4 more rounds. Chasing them all?
Probably not all. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make all of them.
We'll see you at the Worlds, all right?
Oh, yeah, I'll be in Texas. That's where I live.
Texas boy, got to do well in Texas. That's Wade Mentor. He is the Pro Mod winner of the Desert Diesel Nationals.
At Dynamite Diesel Products, we specialize in providing the fueling your truck needs. From high-performance race trucks to daily drivers, we strive to provide clean and smooth horsepower. We calibrate and balance injection rate to the tightest tolerances in the industry. Dynamite Diesel constantly upgrades machining and processes based off many years of experience to provide the best product possible. At Dynamite, fueling is our passion.
Congratulations to all of the winners of the Desert Diesel Nationals. Randy, what a tremendous weekend. I know a lot of effort from the NHRDA went into getting this round number 1 in the books. Now we move on to Texas, Montana, Canada, finish out booking it with a Texas run. It was good to see everybody. It's kind of nice to get back into the swing, huh?
I will, but once again, I'm going to go hats off. Hats off to all the local shops here. KC Turbo, Strictly Diesel, A to Z Diesel, Poor Boy Diesel, Blowhard Diesel. I mean, every one of these guys here, this is why this event got so big, right? Rod Pickett, Pickett Custom Trucks, the whole Phoenix metropolitan area got behind this event. This event has probably one of the biggest ones we've had in a long time. Definitely pre-COVID, right? Just rocked it here. But yes, next up, Lufkin, Texas, the Texas Diesel Nationals. I'm excited. You're skipping out on me. I see how you're going to do that. But yeah, I'm going to let it back to you, and we're going to sign off.
It has been a tremendous way to start off the Desert Diesel Nationals, round number 1 for the NHRDA. Chase for the championship, Hot Shot Secret Diesel Drag Racing Series. The best of luck to everybody as we run down the road trying to get this thing done this September. Good on you. Good luck. Have fun. And thanks to all the sponsors. Thanks to all the racers. Watch us on Diesel TV.
Like this show? Want more? Then head to WatchPTTV.com, the new 100% free PowerTube TV streaming network. Home of the best classic and new motorsports racing and build shows on the web.